in the league.
Well, I want you to know I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Dumps it off to Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Joe Mixon sheds off the tackle. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Here's Cunningham. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Golden. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Taylor hit. He lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Flag 32.
On second down, here's Taylor. Flush to his right. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Slow. Ready. 319.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Slow.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Under.
Now Taylor on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Ready. 319.
Second and 10, it's Taylor again. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Two jet.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Two jet.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Slow. Z. Ready. Flag 32.
Play action, it's Taylor. Ebron caught left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They go play action here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Golden. He's going to let this one go deep. This is intercepted. Picked up by Devontae Harris. Runs through the contact. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Second and 10 now, it's Taylor. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Third and long, it's Taylor. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, let's go! White London! White London!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing on first down. Golden. Throw left side complete. That's Potter. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Golden. Going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Slow. Slow. Under.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Slow. Under.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Under. Shift. Who do you want? Z.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey. You got 3. Ready. Flag 32. Under.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out now come the Vikings. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Flex round! Flex round!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Looking to throw. Golden. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, Golden. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Off the play fake. Golden. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Three down. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Z. Two jet.
Final play of the half, it's Taylor. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustment. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Slow. Slow. 2-jet.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. Stays up. Taylor hit. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
This is third and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. Fourth and goal. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll sneak it with Taylor. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyrod Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an alley to run. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Golden.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off play action. Golden. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now here's Ross. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Slow. Ready. 319. Under.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Two jet. Z.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Ready. Flag 32.
Taylor now to throw on third down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Ready. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now the Bengals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Two jet.
Taylor now. From the gun, he'll throw. The open man is Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Taylor now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They go play action with Taylor. And this one is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor, rolling to his left. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Slow.
From the gun, Taylor. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. The 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Slow. Two jet. Slow. Kill. Under.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Flag 32.
To throw is Taylor. Operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Taylor throwing on third and long. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Ready. 319. 319. Two jet. Under.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, good move. So he got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here we go.
Again, Cunningham here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, let's go. What? Nothing.
Looking to throw. Golden. Being chased out left. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. They go back to Walton. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And his kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Taylor on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's second down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Slow. Ready. 319. Check 99. Z.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first and 10, it's Taylor. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They go back to the ground now with Mixon, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to...
Taylor hit. He lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. On second down, Taylor. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They go with Cunningham. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Josh Jones in on the stop. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football.